Now, listen, you guys, one thing about it is people will always come back to say Nicki Minaj was right. Because tell me why the Swifties are now going back to Nicki Minaj's back and forth with SZA after SZA decided to just, shade Taylor Swift unprovoked. We're going to discuss about that. And we're also going to be discussing about Sabrina Carpenter showing Nicki some love. So Saweetie is finally addressing these allegations that, well, she's out there escorting. And Nicki decided to hop on Twitter Space. And today she was just fooling around, literally, with the voice filters and stuff. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about this entire situation with JT and Tyla. I was supposed to talk about it in my previous video, but you guys know that, well, Caresha and Tyla kind of were shading each other, with Tyla being accused of stealing the song Chanel, Put Me in Chanel, from Caresha. Caresha was out there claiming that, well, she played Tyla the song, and the next thing, Tyla was out there singing Put Me in Chanel, okay? So Tyla, being the person that she is, she decided to basically shade, Caresha when she was out there making that announcement. She said that, well, for all the girls, this is for all the girls that are shading us on Twitter. Now, people realized that actually JT had liked that post. Well, she said, pre-save link in bio for the girls fighting me online. We did our big one. And then Jatavia liked that post. Now, Caresha fans and Santana fans are not feeling it. They feel like JT is being shady. Why are you all of a sudden being cool with Tyla, given everything that has been going Now, personally, I will say that, well, the Caresha and JT ship literally sank the day that Caresha said in that Twitter space when Saucy Santana was dragging Jatavia. I mean, she clearly picked her side. She clearly showed that she's gonna stick by her bestie Santana, and so I don't see why JT should continue trying to be loyal to somebody who's out there clearly not for her. So at this point, please do not hold Jatavia to the standards that you guys are not holding Caresha for. I mean, it's the same Caresha that said by the sidelines, well, Advocate BBO was dragging Jatavia. Meanwhile, the reason why Advocate BBO and Jatavia fell out was because Jatavia refused to be on WAP without Caresha. Imagine how effed up that is. But no, most times, really, some friends really do act like that. Like, you fall out with people because of them, and then they turn around, they act like they don't know what's going on. So please do not hold JT to standards that you guys are not holding Caresha too. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about lying SZA, okay? Now, it seems like everybody is finally waking up about a lying SZA. The Swifties feel some type of way because, well, what happened is that there is a video that is basically accusing Taylor Swift of being the R word, and that is basically accusing Taylor of shading Bongo 2, Megan Thee Stallion, because, well, apparently she used words like savage and bad B, and it was the first time that I actually knew that, well, Bongo 2 has got a trademark to the word bed B, okay? Because this is what this girl was trying to insinuate. And then she was also trying to link the fact that, well, according to her, Travis was trying to be with Bongo 2 before he got on with Taylor Swift. So in this girl's mind, she's saying that, well, Taylor was being shady and sneaky by using the word savage because, Bongo 2 has also used the same word. And she does believe that, well, that is a song that is normally used by Black people. But anyway, let me insert what this lady had to say, and then I'll catch you, after that with exactly what SZA did after that.
We'll look at a speck of dust for 3 hours hoping it means something. But because I actually called out inappropriate behavior in her music and inappropriate things, y'all are in a tizzy and being like, these don't block from... Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They derive directly from Black culture. Because if they didn't, let me just tell you this, if they didn't, we shouldn't be using savage. We shouldn't be using the word savage, because the actual derivative of the word savage is a derogatory term for Black and Indigenous folks from colonial times. The only reason that we are able to use it today is because the Black community repurposed it for themselves and reclaimed it and then put it into music and art. Bad bitch, same thing. It was a phrase used to predominantly describe Black women, and Black women reclaimed that through music and art. Yes. And the funny thing about this is that I'm reaching, but let me continue down this road. Those two things, Black bitch and savage, are used by a particular artist named Megan Thee Stallion. Girls in the Hood, the opener is I'm a Bad Bitch, and Savage. Who was the last woman that Travis Kelce tried to date or showed interest in before Taylor Swift? Megan Thee Stallion. Interesting. You're right. It's a coincidence that Taylor purposely chose two Black-derived words that also connect to Megan Thee Stallion. Interesting.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. Now, SZA watched that video and went and liked that video, okay? And the fans caught that. Now, one thing about it, you guys say that the Babs are insane, but you are yet to meet, the Swifties, really. You are also yet to meet the Swifties, because not only are they also about that life when it comes to Taylor. No, they're also in large numbers, because they were now eating her up. They were coming for her, calling her out for being messy, given that recently, she was talking about wanting to work with Taylor and taking pictures with Taylor. And they were even, if you think Babs are delusional, like I said, you're yet to meet the Swifties, because now they were saying that the jersey, the football jersey that she was wearing, the 87, or all this while she's jealous of Taylor. She's trying to lay down with Travis Kelce, and people started saying everything that she was singing on that song of his, The Weekend. It seems like, well, that's what she does. She is thirsty. She wants to be Travis's side chick. Oh my God. It was a lot of allegations that were coming out against Lying SZA. And now people are like, maybe Nicki Minaj wasn't so wrong, because she has a tendency of speaking bad against women. And when she needs favor or traction from them, she all of a sudden is out there putting on her big wig, acting like she's all for women and stuff like this. Basically the same Bongo 2 tactics. I do believe that Lying SZA and Bongo 2 have got a lot in common. Hence, probably why she ended up liking that video. I mean, talk about the sympathy wigs. Talk about the fake empowerment Black women wigs. Talk about lying. They have a lot of things in common, really. So I could see why, she was out there liking that video to support Bongo 2 and shade Taylor. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about Lying SZA. Now, it seems like some fans were also feeling some type of way. Some Hailey Bieber fans, they felt like, there was a time that she was caught liking a post that was insinuating that Justin deserves to be with a Black woman, and that post had a video of her performing with Justin. And so people were like, look at her, she's a homewrecker, she's a pick-me. She also did that to Justin. She has a weird obsession with people's partners and stuff like that. So at this point, me as a Nicki fan, I'm just sitting until you guys realize that Nicki never really goes off on somebody for no reason. And the Babs obviously were laughing on the sidelines, like, listen, we told you about Lying SZA, because she did the same thing, inserted herself in Nicki Minaj and Punch situation, and then turned around and then acted like she's unbothered on Twitter, only to go on Instagram to start mass liking posts and videos that were saying Nicki Minaj was wrong, that were talking about the situation. And I'm like, Lying SZA, do you not get tired? And I'm not even going to talk about her recent shoot, really, and whatever morphing that is happening with her face, okay? If she wants to be in the school of advocate BBL, so be it. If she wants to morph into 15 other people, so be it. She can go ahead and do that. I'm not even going to address that in this video. But let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Do you think that SZA was being shady, or do you think that, well, it was an accident, her liking a post? Now, speaking about the pop girlies, it seems like Sabrina Carpenter was out there shaming the ops, shaming the haters. You guys know that when Advovo BBL and Nicki Minaj were going back and forth, Advovo BBL was saying to Nicki Minaj, oh my God, you show love to these YT girls and they pay you dust and stuff like that. only for Sabrina to come a couple of days later doing the Bees in the Trip challenge, okay? And if this is not a way of saying I actually rock with Nicki Minaj, I don't know what is, okay? Because clearly they missed some of the tweets. I mean, Sabrina is the one when she was putting out her album who tweeted something to the effect of this one is for Nicki Minaj. But for some reason, they want to paint this narrative because they cannot fathom the fact that actually other women do appreciate Nicki Minaj. Anybody who's not jealous of Nicki Minaj does appreciate her as an artist and as a person. So yeah, Sabrina was out there doing that challenge and Nicki reposted that. And so let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this. Do you think that this is Sabrina's way of saying, actually, I do vibe with Nicki Minaj and I'm not paying her dust? Because the timing is certainly interesting. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Saweetie. Now, you guys that know that there have been allegations, about Saweetie and her being an escort and stuff like that. It seems like she decided to finally address that situation as, she put out a statement about the accusations. And this is what she had to say. She said, the recent accusations made about me are false, defamatory, and deeply disturbing. These claims misrepresent the facts and are solely aimed to damage my reputation. This person never managed me. She was simply introduced to me by family. Her motives are now obvious. I would let the lawyers take it from there. It seems like Saweetie has decided to go the legal route, okay? And I do hope that, this person was not sent by Advovo BBL, because now when stuff really starts to go down, you're going to have to answer for yourself. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, do you think that Saweetie has got a case here? Or do you think it's one of those where she's just doing the lawyer talk, but actually never going to sue? Now, the person has since tried to deactivate their account, private their, accounts and stuff like that. And yeah, it's an interesting, really dynamic over there. Let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Nicki Minaj and the Twitter space that she did today. Now, a lot of people, including myself, were waiting on that space. She came on spaces and she was talking about, there's some tea. There's a story that she needs to tell us. And she started using a lot of different voice filters. And then she said she was going to come back. And up to now, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for the live. Nothing came. But knowing Nicki Minaj, she was probably just being messy. And knowing that, when she would say that, wait for me, a lot of ops would just tune in just for her not to show up, because I know a lot of people were probably tuned in waiting to clip and rotate videos to make her look like she's crazy. And she was like, there you have it, wait and wait and wait together with my actual fans, because I know you guys are out there stalking me. So let me insert the snippet of the tweet of the Twitter space that she did, but after that I don't think that I'm going to be coming back. So thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And I trust you guys are enjoying your weekend. Tell me what you're up to this weekend and tell me what you're watching, where you're watching from. Until my next one, see you.
Hey guys, how are ya? I have to tell you guys a very interesting story. And this story is so fucking incredible that there'll be a documentary done about this story. It's a fiction, though. It's a fiction, but there'll be a documentary on it. Now, how does that work? Mm, mm, mm. Chill, 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 chill. Chill, 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 chill. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I need 2 minutes so I could sit at my desk. I need 2 minutes so I could sit at my desk and swivel around in my swivel chair. Okay. Um, this is this is probably the most important story I've ever told in my entire life thus far. You know what I mean? Um, Hello. I have some information. um, oh, Deej. Oh, Deej. Oh, Deej. Deej. Deej, why? Deej, why? Aw, Deej. Whole life was waiting, Deej, ahead of ya. I mean, maybe it was over uh, some, I don't know. Today is the day. It's the day for a very special person. So guys, I have to take a commercial break because the story that I have to tell. Because the story that I have to tell, it's not a story you tell every day. It's one of those stories where you wish they could have seen the. I'll be back in 3 minutes and 33 seconds.